What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of my Road to Platinum 1 series, where I am going for the max rank in Master Duel with only playing Dragon Link. And I will go over the replays of every single game that I played, and you can watch me commentate over it and be mad about my own misplays, because there are a few bad misplays in these replays. So let's just jump right into the first duel. So right now, heading into the first replay. Let's see what our starting hand is going to be like. Very reasonable. I have plays. No hand trap though. And the opponent just ends his turn. So free reign for me to do whatever I want. Chaos Base, ditch Red Eyes. Good start. Good Wyvern Buster. I decided to play it like this to and not just normal summon Seyfert and search for my Black Baby Dragon, because if I get ashed I don't have any place left. So I'm just going about it this way. Go for Striker Dragon, White, Search, Noctivision, Chainlink 3, special summon itself out, and now we can just go into a normal combo with having the normal summon still available to us. So that's great. If the enemy doesn't have any hand traps, he knows he's dead. So let's see how I go about it. Romulus, Search, draw a card of Noctivision, Quick Launch, very good. Extend further, go into our first Synchro, which is Pebega Ruler. Always nice. Mill 5. Let's see what we get. Alright, searching off Black Baby Dragon as well. Now Mill 5. Baby Dragon, Effect Veiler, decent. Destrudo, very nice. Tracer, very good. I still have my normal summon. Okay, choosing Tracer. Chaos Space, obviously, get the free draw. And look how many hand cards we have in our hand. It's actually amazing. Going for a Ravine. Decide to go for the Maiden play. And he just doesn't want to bother anymore with my plays and just scoops. So let's go into game number 2. So heading into the next replay. Man, I always don't know if I start or if the opponent starts. Looks like my opponent starts. I have a single hand trap, which is okay. Oh, I see he's playing probably Bird Up. So what I'm initially thought I'm trying to negate with my Veiler is the search of his Exceed Bird Up card, which can always be a bottleneck for the summons. But he goes into the Simok play, which is kind of surprising. He maybe noticed my prompts and thought it was Effect Vader, because what Simok does is he and every Winged Beast monster that he points to cannot be targeted by card effects, which plays through my Effect Vader very well. Cannot do anything right now. He goes for Shurek, which is odd, because he can't use his effect right now, obviously, and has no real way to trigger his effect on my turn unless this is a Revolt face down. And I was thinking, okay, Simok is going to special summon either the Wind Statue, which blocks me from special summoning any monsters except Wind, or the Mist Valley big monster, which bounces himself to be an Omni-Negate, but he goes for Lyrist Warbler, which is just amazing. So I'm thinking, okay, Effect Veiler is dead in my turn, and I'm likely trying to go for game, because he doesn't really have any interruptions. So I just ditch the Veiler, go into my relative standard plays, Baby Black for Striker Dragon, Gets no search because of Boot Sector, but I have my baby White Dragon going to Romulus, and he Solemn Judgments it. So odd. He was thinking on the prompt of the summon of my Romulus, and I was like, wait, my Romulus didn't even prompt his effect, so he has to have something that negates the summon itself. And the moment he activated Solemn Judgment, I was like, okay, it has to be one of those cards. Which is kind of fine, because we still have plays. Chaos Space, draw a card. Recharger, very good, because I can immediately summon him. Go for normal summon Ash Blossom into Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber, effect, gets a Synchron, summon into Unicorn. Unicorn, oh, yeah, this is painful. So, I didn't know that, or I just didn't thought of these cards, both of these cards being fucking Wigbees, so I can target them. So I have to ditch and bounce my own card with Unicorn, which is very, very bad. And at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, this is going to be very rough. Summon Lavianier, grab a card from his hand, but he Solemned, is at 4k life. I have the access code Talker, and my grave is loaded with Exceed cards with different attributes. This is water, this is wind, this is dark. He has 3 monsters, I can pop thrice. He is dead. Which is amazing. I don't think I could have won this duel if I don't ATK him this turn. But he has no other hand traps, no battle fader, which is game. At this point I was already very close to reaching Plat 1. I think I was missing like 2 wins going into my 4th match. So it starts to get a little bit more important. My hand is decent. I go for the safer play, decide to not use its effect due to being absolutely murdered by Ash Blossom if he has it. So yeah, this is where I started to do a weird plays, because Ash would have ended my turn this road as well, which I noticed just as I summoned Striker Dragon. So that was weird to start with. He gladly doesn't have Ash. Go for Boot Sector. Special summon out these 2 cards. Romulus, Surge, Absolute Surge. At this point we have plays. So go for Ravine Surge. Tracer Pop. Deciding to not go into Sphere. To go into Seal. Go for Pepega Ruler. I do depend on my mills right now, because my only play is Ravine into ditching any of these cards, which won't get me any more negates on board. So I'm looking for good mills here, and I gladly willing Chaos Space and getting a Wyvern Buster. Special summon him out, using Chaos Space. Draw into Noctovision, which is okay. I link off into IP Masquerena, just to have disruption for the next turn. Search, Ravine, effect. Ditch my Nocto for Destrudo, and at this point, this turn is already messed up. I'm kinda winging it because my combos are weird. And here I make a huge misplay. I remove actually 2 lights and a dark. I don't know what my brain was thinking. I obviously have to remove 3 darks to get rid of a card from his hand. I pop my monster because I used the effect of Lavianier thinking it was removing a card from his hand. And I have to pop a card off my own, and yeah, you will see how it goes from there. as of right now, I have just 2 interruptions, Ash and Masquerena into Unicorn, and obviously he has the pot. I have to Ash that. I think it's most of the times the best play to Ash the pots, to not give him a free +1. And he actually lava golems me, which is hilarious. And yeah, if you played a little bit of ranked, you know what is coming now. I have no interruptions, Numeron network, summons out his 4 Numerons. It is going for game. Because every time one of these guys battles, all other Numerons will double their attack, and that escalates quickly into exactly 1000 damage over my lava golem, and the third Numeron doubles the last Numeron, which is 8000, and he goes in for game. Yeah, I could have played this very, very much differently. Yeah, my misplay, my loss. So at this point I was already pretty tilted because the misplay was very, very dumb. I could have made so many other plays to get any disruption on the field and stop him. Heading into the 5th game, and he goes for Winder turn 1. And I'm like, what the fuck? I only played like twice against Shadow Winder on board with Dragon Link, and as you can see, my hand really doesn't have any outs for it. No immediate outs. I can't get rid of the Winder without getting Seal on board, which is probably the easiest way to get rid of it, because yeah, but I have to normal summon a card, maybe Rocket Tracer, special summon the Absoluter, and that's my first special summon, and Seal is not an option anymore. So I'm thinking, yeah, I really have to stall right now. And what's the most effective way to stall against Winder? Just, you can think for a bit. I don't think I made the optimal play, but it's a play nonetheless. So I went for Tracer, just special summon Absoluter because it's a very big 28k booty on board. Go for Ravine just to ditch a card. I'm ditching Ash. Oh nee, wait, I'm ditching Seifert to go for some Fallout Mills. He ashes it, which is pretty sad, because now I don't really have much. I can use Rocket Tracer on his turn to get another body on board. To make sure I can go for the Seal with just the normal summon next turn if I have a single card on my board. So flips Hedgehog, which is a very good flip for him. Goes for the Shadow Fusion, Epcalone, which doesn't do much. I guess he doesn't have a light monster to go for the Construct. So here's the first misplay I did. I did use Tracer. Wait, why did... Oh right, yeah, I did use Tracer to just get another body on board, but he obviously can just pop both. I should have just kept my Ravine and get good mills next turn. Yeah, but I was so tilted right now from the last game. Here I go into my Seal, which is my only out to discard. I mean, this is the next misplay that I did. I shouldn't have gone for... I should have... Oh no, actually it's not a misplay because I couldn't use Quick Launch. I had to normal summon to get my first special summon into the Seal. Okay, now he flips Squamata. He wants to bounce my Seal. I chain Seal, bounces Winder. Now I'm free to special summon. Go for Dragon Maid in case he gets another Winder on board to get rid of it with Tiding. He attacks through it. And now he goes into Anaconda, which is odd. If you think because he can't really go for any other counter plays because he doesn't have enough monsters to go for Shadow Fusion play or El Shadow Fusion. In case, well, maybe he has, but if this is a Shadow monster. But otherwise it's odd, but he obviously can Search of Abgalone, Schism, and now he has unlimited supply of windows. As long as he has cards in his grave. And this puts me in a very difficult situation because I can only out a single window per turn with my Tiding, and only once. Assuming he plays more than one window, I'm kinda boned here because I really don't have any outs. Unless I draw, I can get to my Livier, which can destroy his Schism. And Tiding can get rid of his window. So, luckily his monsters cannot attack directly, because they are both summoned from Schism. Yeah. Now this turns into a very weird match. This is a... don't know what the trap is. At first I didn't know, I just read it and was like, okay, he doesn't have any face down Shadow monsters that he can flip off it, but he obviously can just send a Shadow monster and go from there. Goes for Falco. Falco summons itself out. I don't really know what he's trying to do, but I can negate with Effect Veiler. Set my quick launch. My thinking was that I might be able to prevent game with the combo of quick launch, get myself any rocket, bounce with Tidying. If he outs my Serpent, my Black Dragon. So he goes for Foolish. Into Dragon. Dragon outs my Tidying, and I could have bounced his window with Tidying, but I don't think it would do much. It would just make him use Schism once again, and outing, or having him banish every single Dark and Shadow monster from his grave is not an option. So I decided to just have it be destroyed. He goes for Falco, flip the Hedgehog. Not very much of a problem right now because I can always negate his Headshot next time with Effect Veiler. I'm thinking I have to get very big value out of my cards right now because I'm very far behind, so I choose to not Veiler. So he attacks. I'm slowly losing my life points. So now I have to top deck something. Noctovision will not cut it. Summon my my white baby dragon. Set my next Tidying. Flips Hedgehog. I don't want him to grab any more spell cards or traps for that matter, because that's when he can go into more fusion summons, which will apply a lot of pressure to my life points. Search. He attacks with Hedgehog. Uses Schism once again, which, yeah, okay. Uses 3 monsters. No, 2 monsters. Goes into this dude, Wendigo, which is not really anything that I have to care about because he can target a monster he controls and it can't be destroyed by Bell. With a special summon monster this turn. I can't get any monsters on board anyways. I have to outwindow a different way. So I just end my turn. Summoning Serpent really isn't a play. And he tribute summons for this dude, which I never saw before. Has a lot of pressure. I use my emergency trap, let's say it. Let's name it that. So he changed super poorly. So that so he wants to go for a fusion summon with my synchron, which I unfortunately cannot react to with my tidying because super poly says so. Goes for the summon with Vendor to Toxic Venom. I have no odds, I have nothing to do. Searches his Shadow Fusion and goes for game. So this duel was very weird. Firstly I made a very big misplay on my first turn, and secondly I just lost to Winter actually. His deck really wasn't that good. And he was playing a lot of weird cards. The probably didn't play optimal as well, but I just don't have many outs to win that. Guys, that's it. My 5 replays for today. There were a lot of misplays from my part, but this is all part of the series where I watch over my own replays, see what I can do better and improve at playing Dragon Link and Yu-Gi-Oh overall in Master Duel. So, see you tomorrow, where I might reach Plat 5 and can play against actual better guys and meta decks. So I can prove what Dragon Link actually can do, as stated from Duel Link's meta being just a tier 2 deck. Bye!